What's up, everybody? It's your boy Austin D back on the video. Before we get started, don't forget, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking. Alright? Also, don't forget to join the channel. That join link will be in the description box below. If you're on a computer, you might also see the join button. Click that if you help out the channel. Alright? Let's get started. All right, y'all, so today I got 4 mistakes that every new officer makes. These are mistakes that I've made and mistakes that I've seen just about every rookie that I've seen make as well. All right, y'all, so let's go into the first one. Number 1. This first one is giving out your phone number to victims. Look, I've encountered this in 2 different ways. The first way was one that I did myself. I can tell you now that I regret this crap even to this day. And I can tell you that will never happen again at all, okay? So at the time I started working in the beat with Walmart in it, right? The loss prevention guy, first of all, we're at this place every day. Every day. Every time I come into work, there's calls holding already from this freaking place. All right. But the loss prevention guy was real cool, right? Where after every arrest, when they called somebody, I needed a video of what that person did. So they would like have to burn the video, get it ready for you. That would take some time. So the deal was I'll come back the next day, or you just give it to the next officer that comes in whenever it's ready, right? So typically I would ask for the video, and he'd be like, I'll have it ready for you tomorrow. Well, there was a few times, bro would take forever getting me the footage. Finally, he was like, let me go and get your number. I'll text you when it's ready. You just come pick it up. Cool, that works great. I've got to keep coming back and forth here. Because a lot of times you generate calls for a follow-up, try to get the video, and then he ain't got it. And at no point do you want to just go in there just all willy-nilly, okay? Because you're going to find some stuff in there. So it's like, yeah, my number, you text, good. Or bruh, me giving him my number was the worst freaking decision ever. Okay, so what happened was, bruh started calling me whenever somebody was in the store stealing. He thought I was his personal cop. And he just called on the phone, hey man, got these 2 people in here right now. They just stole some stuff. And the first time I'm like, bruh, what is you doing? Don't be calling me like that. But I was like, and I'm on the phone now, like, what do I do? Do I turn him away? Like, what about it? So I was like, all right, I generated a call, went down there, arrested the person, right? And I was like jokingly like, bruh, don't be calling my phone number for that. Like, my number is for picking up the videos. That's it. But bruh did this about 4 more times. And every time I had to like tell him, bruh, you need to hang up with me, call the non-emergency number or 911, whatever your choice. And if I'm available, they would dispatch me. But I'm not just showing up down there because you calling. 1, because I'm not your personal cop. 2, because there's a process to everything. When you get a call, everybody else hears you get that call. So if something goes crazy, they know that you're at Walmart. You start screaming for help or something, they know where to come. So this is where we get into what another guy did. About a year after this situation happened with me, another officer joined our team. The same exact thing happened to this officer, right? The loss prevention guy got his number, started calling him for stuff like that. First time it happened, I'm like, bruh, don't do that no more. Like, that ain't how things work. Just don't do it. He ain't listening to me. One day, out of nowhere, this same officer calls out that he got a jump and run. Now, you know what jump and run is? Jump and run is like you trying to stop a car or something and they jumping out of the car and running. That's what a jump and run is. So he calls out he has a jump and run, and we're all trying to figure out where the hell he is because he's not on the call. And I look on the map, and guess where he's at? Walmart. And then he gets on the radio, he's like, he's running away from Walmart, going the opposite direction, he just stole something. So we're like, okay, Brad's on a larceny call, but he's not on the call. I'm like, Brad called him, right? So make things even worse from this, he didn't even chase the guy. I happened to ride up the street from this call with the K9 guy. So the K9 got there, we tracked the guy to the dumpster, arrested the guy, right? I told this fool several times, stop doing this crap. I eventually went to Walmart because that officer wasn't listening to me. He was not listening to me. But I'm not a supervisor, so, you know, I eventually went to the loss prevention. Was like, bruh, stop calling us. Call the non-emergency number. That eventually worked. You get your point across that way. So the second scenario I've seen this in with giving victims your number is from the same officer, right? This is also the same officer that went on a call, a domestic call. I don't really know what happened. I didn't go. But somehow he exchanged numbers with the female victim. A guy walks up and is like, hey, I want to report this officer texting my wife all throughout the night. I didn't read text messages. I'm just like, I'll get you somebody. I already knew who it was. Why are you texting this guy? Why? Just an FYI, that officer no longer works with us. All right, so mistake number 2. It's not asking for help when you should. Personally, I don't think I suffer from this because I don't have a problem asking for help. I'll ask for help in a second. All right, if I don't understand it, I'm gonna tell you. If I don't know a law or something, I'm just gonna tell you. I don't know it. Give me a second. I'll go to my car. I'll look it up. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying you don't know. Now, a lot of situations, you're not gonna know on calls. Like, we get called to a lot of situations where it's just like, you just gotta go with the flow. And you just got to go with it. You're not going to know everything. You ain't got time to look everything up. You got to go with the flow. But if you know you got time, ask for help. Now, the one important thing is if you're an FTO, ask the other officers on your squad, team, whatever you call it. Don't just ask your FTO all the time. They want to see you actually reach out to other officers to get help. Or they want to see you get on your computer to look up answers for help. So there's one incident where there was a pretty good wreck in my beat. I get there, I start taking it, and the FTO for this rookie cop, whatever, the FTO for this rookie cop comes up and he's like, hey, we're going to take this wreck. Now, I don't mind doing wrecks. I actually find them pretty interesting. I like putting stuff back together and trying to figure out how like crap went wrong. That's not the same for other people that work in my area. They don't like them. He tells his rookie, he's like, this is your call. Go and start taking the report. I'm looking at the rookie guy. He's just like, oh, no, hold on. This is what he did. I'm like, Brett's lost. He don't know what to do. Now, he had already been there for a while, right? Like in FTO a while and on the scene for a while. So typically when it's a big accident, more than just the primary officer can be doing something, right? Even if you're not the primary officer, you could be going around getting names of witnesses, figuring out what needs to be done, if tow check needs to be called, helping get the names of, if there's multiple people in the car, you could be helping out with that. Write the names down, give them a list. This stuff could have been done already, right? So I go to this guy, I'm like, have you did this already? No. Have you got these people information already? No. Have you called for this already? No. This is after 5 minutes after being told this was his call. Nothing was getting done. I'm like, do you need some help? No, I got it. All right. 5 minutes later, bruh is still lost. You need anything? No. And I'm not the FTO. I'm not gonna bug you. All right, finally the FTO went up, started telling them what to do, and it got done. Don't be afraid to ask for help, man. Listen, people on your squad, they know you're gonna need help, and a lot of times they're waiting for you to come. Like, we'll be on calls, new officers, it's their call, and we're sitting back just waiting for them to turn around and be like, all right, what do we do now? Then they start saying some BS, and he was like, no. Yeah, man, definitely don't be afraid to ask for help. All right, other officers are expecting you to ask for help, so is your FTO. And that's in FTO and out of FTO. Ask. All right, mistake number 3 for you non-Spanish speaking mofos. It's not listening to the radio. Listen, I'll never forget. I think it was my 3rd day as a cop, right? We go to this nail shop for a public disturbance. This nail shop is run by all Asian people, right? Asian females, I believe it was. We get there and this Asian female is cussing these people out. And she's like, N-word this and N-word that, and I'll call my N-words up here. I'm just like in shock. So I'm talking to her, trying to get her to calm down. My FTO, another FTO, were standing in the back, and this is on my 3rd day, but whatever. They're standing in the background and just letting me handle the call. And at the corner of my eye, I see this lieutenant show up, and this lieutenant, he wasn't there the first couple of days that we started. I ain't never seen him before. All I saw was like this guy, nice uniform, a shit ton of pins. I'm like, okay, I think it's the other lieutenant guy. When he comes up, joins them, now I'm extra nervous. And I see them kind of going like a group. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this lady's talking about. And I'm also trying to like look over and see what they're talking about at the same time. A few seconds pass and I just start hearing these beeps from my radio. I'm like, oh, goddamn. They were calling me on the radio the entire time. And I low-key got pissed off. I'm like, you see me trying to handle something and you just not going to answer the radio? That's how I'm thinking my FTO. That's how they job. You gotta learn how to answer radio, listen to the radio, and listen to people at the same time. And that shit is confusing as hell for the first couple of days. And they're all just back there just laughing like hell. When I finally figured out that they were calling me on the radio. I want to say it's like my 3rd or 4th phase, I finally decided to go ahead and buy an earpiece. I walked in like, hell yeah, I'm about to start hearing now. Because, it takes some time to warm up to the radio. I remember being on a trespass call. We're in the car, and I guess they were calling me several freaking times. On this one call, I think they probably called me like 4 different times, and none of the times I heard it, right? Because when you're on calls, they do radio checks. Hey, so-and-so, are you 10-4? Yeah, I'm 10-4. That's all you got to say. They gonna check on you. Bruh, we got back in the car. My FTO freaking lost it. You just got a fucking earpiece and you start listening to your goddamn radio. And bruh, that is the short 2-second version that it lasted for a good minute. And you just in there like, well, damn, bruh, I just got it. Where like, on top of just getting that, you're having to listen to what people are saying. Listen, the earpiece is distracting as hell. Like, it's cool, you can get used to it, but it's way more distracting than just having this down here. Because it's in your ear, you're trying to listen to this. It takes some work. You gotta learn how to manage it. You also gotta learn how to like understand this on the radio. Because there are also times I was caught just saying 10-4 when they say something on the radio and then your FTO's like, what they say? I'm not even going, bro, I don't even know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like trying to check call notes and see if they put whatever they said in the call notes. I can't tell you. All right. So if you don't know, just ask the communications to repeat it. And they might get an attitude, but you need to repeat it. So just ask them to repeat it. Learn, listen to that radio, man. Learn your call sign. You're going to switch call signs often. So like we had to switch call signs every new training officer. And we had 4 or 5, I think. And if you have any fill-in training officers in case one of yours is out that day or that week, you got to learn theirs too. So it's confusing as crap. All right, so mistake number 4 is acting like a know-it-all. All right, so here's the honest truth. Pretty much every new officer is going to get a label of a know-it-all from somebody. There's going to be a time you already know something. Another officer's going to walk up. They just always got to tell you what to do. It's your new person. It could be somebody with really no time at all. They just want to tell you what to do when they wouldn't even do it, you know? But there's going to be a time when another officer tells you what to do, and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I already know that. Oh, yeah, I already did that. That officer's going to get butt hurt, go around the PD or whatever agency you at, sheriff's office, whatever, and they're going to spread that you'll know it all, that you act like can't anybody tell you nothing. This is going to happen. So here's how you avoid that. When you're an FTO or a new officer and it's something that somebody else is trying to help you on, just say okay. I'm telling you, okay or yes, sir, whatever. Please just say okay or yes, sir. That's the easy way to avoid it. Because the last thing you want is for everybody thinking that you'll know it all and then the consequences behind that. All right. So even for some shit you already know, oh man, you got to push this button to talk on the radio. You don't think I know that already, bro? Just say okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Gotcha. That's it. They want to feel like they helping, let them feel like they helping. All right? That's just how people, I'm telling you, these PDs are like, it's like any other job. Rumors start going around, that's it for you. That's it. All right, but these are 4 mistakes that I've seen almost every new officer make. It's hard to avoid them. Knowing that these are mistakes that everybody's makes it a little easier. It also lets you prepare to not mess up on them, right? You know it's something that you need to work on. So before you even start, you can work on it. And that's the plan. Or if you're already in the job, you know, hey, I'm not the only one messing up. Because some agencies, you may be the only new person. You thinking you just doing horrible. Nah. Everybody mess up, bro. All right. But anyway, don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. We'll see y'all next video. All right. Adios.